Hello everybody, welcome to Department Diaries episode 2, prepared by students of English Language and Literature Department at Burch University. Today we are going to talk about identity.
A personal identity is the concept you develop about yourself over the course of your life. This includes some aspects of your life that are beyond your control, such as where you grew up and the color of your skin. You demonstrate your personal identity through interaction with other people, and with time, that personal identity develops. Children, however, may use different ways of expressing their personal identity in order to gain their sense of self. So how do we build a personal identity? According to psychologists, the personal identity is comprised of two aspects, the public self and the private self, each with its own components. So the public self has three components. That is appearance, style, and personality. Being aware of your appearance is very important to your personal identity. Cultures all around the world have dedicated their lives to enhance their physical appearance and their personal beauty. When it comes to style, it focuses more on the movement and speech of one person because those are the ultimate elements and they create a certain style. We have personalities which are enduring and they don't change easily. Regarding the personal self, we have things that aren't visible and that we take only to ourselves, which are thoughts, beliefs, daydreams, and fantasies.
Research says that often the most ordinary activities strengthen identity and independence. Activities such as bathing, grooming, or dining can be the most influential when it comes to strengthening our identity. Satisfaction about our personal looks increases our self-esteem and well-being. The need for help impacts how people feel about themselves, and some forms of help may invade people's personal space and undermine their capacities. Appropriate communication is the basics of keeping self-identity. Independence is about what matters to a person. How they feel is just as important as how they physically look. These are some of the key messages. Respect individuals. Encourage independence. Communicate appropriately. Understand unmet needs. Provide a barrier-free environment. Plan stress-free care routines. Respect sexuality. Now my friend is going to read a quote about multiculturalism.
We define our identity always in dialogue with, sometimes in struggle against. The things are significant others want to see in us, even after we outgrow some of these others. Our parents, for instance, and they disappear from our lives. The conversation with them continues within us as long as we live.
The fact that identity story is not something abstract or imaginary is portrayed by many testimonies of people who experience the change of the surrounding and looking down on or every humiliation because of their different backgrounds. One friend of ours who nowadays lives and studies in our country used to live with her parents in some other country whose citizens are not particularly fond of our friend's nation since they have been in war very often through the history.
She says that she could hardly find a person who would understand her goodwill and openness toward their culture. Her beliefs, tradition, and language would be humiliated by many people. She, as many others, is the very good example how ignorance produces hostility, but how goodwill and endeavor help us keep our own identity.
Thank you so much for watching our second Department Diaries video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
See you next time!
Children tend to use different ways of experimenting with.
Why did you complicate this sentence?
children developing their sense of self. Okay, children. So imagine children. Don't imagine children.
Çok tatlı. Çok tatlı. Evet babacığım. Your hair is fabulous today.
My hair.
Your hair.
Thank you.
Let's go shopping.
Okay.
Is portrayed by many testimonies. Why testimonies?
The need for help impacts how people feel about themselves, and
Imaginary is portrayed by many testimonies. Why? Why is this word so confusing?
Testimony.
Testimony, like test. Testimony.
and the most